I was paranoid that everybody was gonna hurt me.
You've talked in the past about moving up in weight. Why was this the right fight for you?
Hold on, I'll tell you why.
Fuck you too, nigga. Fuck wrong with you.
You're in the ring with.
I wanted to kill them.
Well, I can tell. What?
Breaking news hits hard as Mike Tyson erupts at Teofimo Lopez during the Shakur Stevenson press conference, putting Lopez on notice with no room for doubt. Tyson's explosive presence makes it clear that Shakur is the real threat in the ring, and Lopez will face the full force of experience, power, and ruthless strategy.
World, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man.
The tension between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez is tangible, showing that this rivalry is far from just words. Lopez's bravado meets Shakur's confidence head-on, and it's clear that Stevenson's composure and skill are going to challenge Lopez in ways he hasn't faced before. The animosity sets the stage for a fight where experience, timing, and strategy will matter more than bluster.
You mistake me for Bud.
That's but
I was cheering for you, bro.
Who you ain't you?
I was cheering for you.
You were?
Yeah, for sure.
I bet.
I wanted you to win so I could be the person who beat you.
What's the issue between you and Bud?
For sure.
I'm gonna give you your first loss.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I promise you not.
All right, bet.
Y'all being too nice up here.
Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s anger exposes the tension building around Shakur Stevenson and his growing reputation. His defensive stance and accusations reflect Lopez's insecurities as he faces a young fighter already earning respect from legends like Mike Tyson. The comments show a fighter trying to assert dominance off the canvas, but Stevenson's skill and composure in the ring will overshadow bravado, and Lopez's outbursts highlight that he is feeling pressure from both the public and his opponents.
I don't know why they like this kid a lot, man. You know, no matter what they saying or whatever it is, he has steroids.
The Wade concept points out the reality of the fight business where emotions run high and tensions boil over. Shakur Stevenson's calm demeanor versus Teofimo Lopez's aggression shows that experience and discipline will define the winner. Fans should note that while press conference confrontations are flashy, the real test will be in the ring, where composure, timing, and skill outweigh theatrics. Lopez's impulsiveness may cost him against a tactically superior and mentally sharp Stevenson.
Two fighters on stage that are face-off? Of course not. Yes, it's over the line. You shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game, in the combat sports.
Teofimo Lopez tries to justify his threats, but it becomes obvious that his confidence relies on words rather than results. Shakur Stevenson's motion, intelligence, and adaptability make him a far more complete fighter than Lopez gives credit for. Lopez may speak about taking over, but Stevenson's ring craft and strategic mind will control the pace. Lopez's aggression is predictable, while Stevenson's calculated style allows him to exploit any overcommitment, making the youngster the clear favorite in technical terms.
This is what I'm trying to attest to right here, man. So, honestly, nevertheless, man, I see it as, look, when they presented the fight with Devin and all that, a lot of things had came in my way, but it all happened in perfect alignment. Devin didn't have no motion. As I was saying earlier, Shakur has motion. He did his thing. He looked outstanding against William Cepeda at the Louis Armstrong Stadium, and this is what you guys need. This is what boxing needs. This is why we're here. We're here to take over.
Shakur Stevenson exudes confidence and clarity, showing that he understands both his strengths and Lopez's limitations. His focus is unshakable, and he approaches the fight with precision and determination. While Lopez relies on threats and hype, Stevenson's skill set, speed, and ring IQ give him the edge. This statement signals that Stevenson is prepared to dominate, and his measured aggression in the ring will neutralize Lopez's unpredictability and overconfidence.
Can't wait to beat him and shut him up. Teo not on this level. Teo is a high-level fighter, but he's not on my level. I'm an elite-level fighter, and come January 31st, I'm going to show it.
Paul Smith's reaction highlights the lighter side of the tension, but also underscores that Lopez's antics are more about show than substance. The audience sees the theatrics, but the professionals recognize that ring skill, composure, and preparation are what truly matter. Shakur Stevenson's calm and disciplined approach contrasts sharply with Lopez's theatrics, reinforcing that hype cannot replace elite talent in a high-stakes fight.
We expect that from Chisora. I'm not going to lie, when it happens, I laughed my head off. I absolutely laughed my head off.
I did too.
I thought it was quite poetic. I thought what happened was...
Adam Smith explains that while confrontations at press events are risky, they are part of boxing culture and only add to the narrative. Shakur Stevenson thrives under pressure and uses media attention to his advantage. Lopez's aggression may fire up the crowd, but it is Stevenson's calm control, precision, and ring intelligence that will dictate the fight. The stage is set, and fans should expect Stevenson to maintain authority while Lopez struggles to convert his bluster into effective action.
Price is big for the casual fans. Do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens next.
Adam Smith highlights the unpredictable nature of fight night, where anything can happen. While Lopez talks a big game, Shakur Stevenson's composure and adaptability make him ready for chaos. Stevenson thrives when the unexpected occurs, adjusting mid-fight to neutralize threats. Lopez's volatility may catch the audience's attention, but it is Stevenson's calculated skills, defensive intelligence, and timing that will determine the outcome. Fans should watch closely, because a fighter like Stevenson can turn unpredictability into opportunity and impose his strategy despite any theatrics or distractions created by Lopez.
You don't know what's going to happen because it's different on that day than any other day. It just sort of scripts go.
Eddie Hearn explains that emotions will run high and tempers will flare, which suits Shakur Stevenson perfectly as he remains calm under pressure. Lopez may try to intimidate with aggression, but Stevenson's discipline and intelligence allow him to capitalize on any rash decisions. The fight is set to be intense, not just physically, but psychologically, and Stevenson's ability to manage conflict and read his opponent will give him a decisive advantage. Lopez's outbursts reveal weaknesses that Stevenson can exploit, and the real battle will be about who controls the ring, not the press conference theatrics.
When you're getting poked like that in a face-to-face, after a while the temper goes, and it's good. I think it's going to be that kind of fight.
The Wade concept shows that physical tension at press events is common, but controlled chaos rarely predicts the fight's outcome. Shakur Stevenson remains unshaken by Lopez's theatrics and uses focus and technical skill to remain ahead. Lopez relies on intimidation and flashes of aggression, but Stevenson's preparation, timing, and composure will dictate the real contest. The ring does not reward ego or impulsive aggression. Stevenson's measured approach and understanding of the fight dynamics will allow him to turn Lopez's attempts at provocation into mistakes that can be exploited once the bell rings.
So, I don't mind fighters pushing and shoving. Probably shouldn't be slapping each other at the face-off. Security did a pretty good job of corralling it while they could, but I thought it was just an open hand.
Eddie Hearn highlights the personal stakes and raw emotion involved in press confrontations. Lopez's aggression and provocation may provoke reactions, but Shakur Stevenson's professionalism and ring intelligence keep him ahead. He understands that responding to every insult is a trap, and the fight will be decided by skill and strategy rather than ego. Stevenson's ability to remain composed under pressure and exploit Lopez's overreactions will be pivotal. Fans can see that experience, mental toughness, and preparation outweigh theatrics and posturing, making Stevenson the smarter fighter both mentally and physically.
When someone pushes your buttons, when someone shoves you like that, when someone starts talking about your mum, no man, look, I'm a complete pussy, right? If you start talking about my mum and all this other stuff, I'm going to have a pop at you.
Jack Catterall brings attention to the physical demands and weight management that can influence performance. Shakur Stevenson's discipline, preparation, and ability to make weight effectively give him an edge over Lopez, who appears distracted by external issues and theatrics. Physical readiness, focus, and stamina are crucial, and Stevenson's consistency and attention to detail show why he will control the fight from the opening bell. Lopez may have talent, but Stevenson's balance of skill, conditioning, and tactical intelligence makes him far more dangerous once the gloves are on and the fight begins.
You know what? Everybody's weight situation and weight making situation is unique to them. There's weight classes for a reason. I know some people are going to two extreme lengths. I don't know. I can't comment on it. I wish him to be safe and well, like I wish every fighter. But that's their business.
The Wade concept points out that face-offs are often volatile, but what happens in the ring is a different story. Shakur Stevenson remains calm and measured while Lopez thrives on chaos and theatrics. This contrast shows that Stevenson's ability to manage tension and stay focused will be decisive. Lopez may try to intimidate or provoke, but Stevenson's preparation and intelligence allow him to exploit any rash moves. Fans will notice that the real test is not who can shout louder or push harder, but who can maintain composure and execute a game plan under pressure. Stevenson's control of pace, defensive skills, and ring IQ will allow him to turn Lopez's aggression against him and impose his style from the first bell to the last round.
Fighters on stage their face off? Of course not. Yes, it's over the line. You shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game, in the combat sport.
Dave Coldwell emphasizes how quickly things escalate when physical contact occurs at press events, and that this kind of provocation can shift dynamics both mentally and psychologically. Lopez attempts to dominate through intimidation, but Stevenson's focus and mental fortitude make him resilient to these tactics. The young champion uses composure to his advantage, observing weaknesses in Lopez's aggression while planning counter strategies. In the ring, Stevenson will not allow bravado to dictate the fight. The incident highlights that mental strength and preparedness outweigh ego-driven theatrics. Fans can expect Stevenson to remain disciplined, to use precision, timing, and experience to neutralize Lopez's attempts at provocation and turn pressure into opportunity, showing why mental toughness is as vital as physical skill in determining the victor in high-stakes matchups.
Changed everything, that, because that's a little bit naughty. Because I know it's all, fun and games at press conferences, but when you lay your hands on another man's face, whether there's an egg in it or not, you've laid your hands on his face, and that takes it to another.
Johnny Nelson underlines the recklessness of Lopez's actions and how dangerous it is to create tension right before a fight. Stevenson's calm and disciplined approach contrasts sharply with Lopez's impulsiveness. This gives Stevenson the psychological advantage, as he can exploit Lopez's mistakes while maintaining focus on strategy and execution. The incident also shows that experience matters beyond physical skills, because Stevenson can manage chaos without losing composure. Fans should understand that Lopez may generate headlines and stir controversy, but in the ring, Stevenson's intelligence, timing, and ring awareness will dominate. Stevenson's ability to stay grounded, read his opponent, and capitalize on openings makes him a formidable challenge. While Lopez attempts to gain control through intimidation, Stevenson's strategic mindset ensures that every misstep by Lopez is a potential turning point, reinforcing why Stevenson's discipline and preparation will be key in deciding the fight's outcome.
This morning, man, to make the way how he's done it, on the morning of a fight, it's just wrong. It's dangerous, and the board are now in a situation where they think shit. So I don't know how they're going to.
The stage is set for one of the most intense matchups in recent boxing history as Shakur Stevenson faces Teofimo Lopez. Every glance, every shove, and every word from the press conference has amplified the tension and set the scene for a fight that is as much mental as it is physical. Stevenson's composure, intelligence, and technical skill contrast sharply with Lopez's aggression and unpredictability, making it clear that the real battle will be about who can control the pace, maintain focus, and exploit mistakes. Lopez may come in with bravado and theatrics, but Stevenson has shown he thrives under pressure and can turn chaos into opportunity. Fans should expect a strategic masterclass from Stevenson as he uses timing, precision, and experience to counter Lopez's attempts to dominate psychologically. If Lopez underestimates Stevenson, it could be a short night for him, while a victory for Stevenson would cement his position as one of the elite fighters in the sport and prove that skill, intelligence, and mental toughness outweigh mere aggression. Comment below and let us know who you think will take the ring by storm and rise above all expectations on Fight Night.